Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good day. I hope you're having a fantastic day, a fantastic week. Listen, I want to talk to you guys today about Coach Prime. I mean, it's in a lot of people's minds, and it's a cool topic. It's a good subject matter to not only talk about but to study. And since it's on the news so often, I wanted to take the opportunity to give you my take on it. And maybe you'll get something out of it, just like I have gotten so much out of the last 3 or 4 weeks that he's been in the news cycle, Coach Prime. And for those of you who may not be familiar with Coach Prime, because I can't assume that everyone knows who Coach Prime is, let me just give you a little bit of background. Because this is the one guy, the one man that has been captivating the college football world, and he's not even a player. He's not even a player. His real name is Deion Sanders, also known as Coach Prime. He's a legendary football coach, football player, I should say. And right now, he's in the first season as head coach of the University of Colorado Boulder. By the way, that's a team that only won one game last year, but everyone is talking about this team. Everyone's talking about Coach Prime. And so if you don't really know him, if you don't really know Deion Sanders, just to give you a quick Dun and Bradstreet. He's a college player. He played football at Florida State University under the legendary head coach, Bobby Bowden. Then he became a professional player after college, right? So not only was he a football player, but he played Major League Baseball at the same time. So he played 9 years in what they consider part-time professional baseball player, and 14 years as a professional football player. A lot of those years playing both sports at the same time. He's the only athlete, listen to this, he's the only athlete to play both in a Super Bowl and a World Series. And by the way, he played in both Super Bowl 29 and Super Bowl 30 and won both of them. And he's considered by many the greatest cornerback of all time in professional football. And that's really a major reason why he was inducted in the Professional Hall of Fame back in 2011. So it's a little bit about his playing career. Then he became an NFL analyst, and then he became a coach. He coached his kids in high school. Then he coached in college. Before Colorado, he was coaching at Jackson State. He did that for 3 seasons, and he's now at the University of Colorado. So that's kind of the background for Coach Prime. He went from being primetime, he was known as primetime while he was playing as a player, and then he transitioned to Coach Prime when he became a coach. So that was a little bit of a rebranding. Very well needed to rebrand when you go from player to coach, to showcase their responsibilities as a coach. Now, what's cool about this, what makes his story really interesting as it stands today, is that he became the University of Colorado head coach this year. This is his first year. And this is a team that only won one game last season, only one game. And this is a team and a coaching staff that is getting all the publicity. He's basically dominating the news cycle when it comes to college football. Because the story is that no one has ever seen a coach take a bottom of the barrel program and be competitive, and not only be competitive on the field, but become the most relevant team this fast. It's never happened before. So, and the best thing about Coach Prime is, this is what a lot of people say, is that he has built a community. That's key. He's built a community of people that want him. They want to be around them. His players want to play for him. And really, if you ask them, they want to play for him, not the school. And they're there because they want to play for Coach Prime. And he has given not only the city of Boulder, Colorado, but the entire state something to be proud of. something to be proud of. In fact, Game Day, ESPN Game Day, they broadcast from Colorado last week. So this is amazing, all the attention that he's getting, not only for his team, but also for all of college football. And that's what we want to talk about Coach Prime today. It's just an amazing story when it comes to leadership, and it's an amazing story when it comes to business, beyond his prowess as a player and as a coach. So, that being said, there's a lot of people who are looking for him and wanting him to fail. You get a lot of hate when you get a lot of attentions. But at the end of the day, all of college football is elevating because of him, because of what he's doing as a coach, and because of what his team is doing on the field. Getting a lot of attention for the program. So a rising tide lifts all boats. So all of college football is benefiting from what he's doing. And I want to just highlight a few of the things when it comes to his leadership style and some of the lessons that we can learn from him as a leader, because that's what he is. And by the way, all the hate is necessary, because if you don't have any haters, that means that you're not doing enough. And he's definitely got a lot of haters, waiting him to, and wanting him and wishing him to fail. But I want to talk today, right now, about the big leadership lesson that we can learn from Coach Prime. The first thing we want to learn is that he definitely has a big vision. He's been very vocal about his vision. He's clear. He over communicates his vision for the program, and he's very public about it. He doesn't just tell his coaching staff or the players or the school. He tells everybody. He says, "Hey, we're coming. We're coming. I ain't hard to find. Like, come get me. I ain't hard to find." And we're winning it all. Not only are we changing the football program in Colorado, but we're changing the game. We're changing college football. That is his vision. It's very clear. It's very bold, very attractive, because it's exciting. So that's number one. He crafted a big vision. He's very clear about it. Now, on top of that, he's clear communication, constant repetition about that mission, constant repetition about the vision for the program, for his players, for his coaching staff, for college football. And he was so good at presenting the vision that the University of Colorado, they bought into it. They bought into his vision early on, and that's why they made him an offer to leave Jackson State, where he was coaching before, for 3 years, and come to Colorado. And they bought it hook, line, and sinker, because they gave him a $29 million contract, thereabouts $29 million contract, at a time that the university did not know where this money was going to come from, because they simply did not have it. But they bought into the vision. They said, I buy the vision, I want to invest in the vision, and the money will come. And sure enough, they have proven that to be the case. So he sold the vision, he had a vision, he sold it to the university. Then he sold it to the players. And the players who are in the University of Colorado team at Boulder, they say, we want to play for you. We want to play for your vision. We want to be part of this grand vision that is something bigger than us. If you ask the players, do they want to go play at Colorado? They will tell you Colorado is nice, but we want to play for Coach Prime. So they bought the vision, and then Coach Prime sold that vision to the public. He sold it publicly. He made us care. He made us care about two teams that had a combined 2 wins last year. That was on a couple of weeks ago. Two horrible teams playing each other, at least as their records show last season. But he made the whole world care about watching that game. So we all tuned in. Like I said before, ESPN Game Day broadcasted from the University of Colorado. Celebrities show up to the events. Celebrities show up to the games. They want to be part of this. They want to wear the Colorado gear. They want to wear the sunglasses that Coach Prime wears. It's unbelievable how many people are attracted to what's happening with the Colorado team. And that's all thanks to Coach Prime. Because remember, our effective leader, and this is why I want to land this concept. An effective leader, they craft a big vision, a big vision that is exciting, that is attractive, that it involves a lot of people, and a lot of people want to be part of. So he crafted a big vision and basically said, hey, we're coming. We ain't hard to find. We're winning it all, and we're changing the game. That is the vision. It goes beyond Colorado. Then, as a leader, he not only he crafts the big vision, but he clearly communicates it. And all the media channels, they want to hear straight from him. So he's doing a ton of interviews. He's always making news because of his bravado, his attractiveness, his boldness. And some people confuse certainty and confidence with arrogance. I don't see it as being arrogant. I'm seeing it as someone who's very confident about their vision and very confident in what they're going to execute. So clearly communicate it and repeat it constantly, and communicate it to everyone, not just the coaching staff, not only the players, to everyone. So big vision, clearly communicated repeatedly. And number 3, he's really, really good. Coach Prime is really, really good at helping others see themselves inside of that vision. He's really good at showing the coaching staff, hey, you're part of this vision, and I cannot get there without you. He's very good at making sure that all his players understand that it's going to take an extraordinary effort to achieve their goals for the season, and they're an important part of that big vision. He's good at showing everyone at the University of Colorado, make them feel like they're part of this vision, and all the fans and all the haters, they're part of this vision. The university sponsors, the players, the fans, the media, the general public, the haters are all part of this great, big, audacious vision. Here's the bottom line. He made Colorado the improbable center of the sports world. It's crazy. Colorado, the improbable center of the sports world, when they just came out of one of the worst seasons that they ever had. They won one game out of last season. This season, they're 3-1 already. And it's amazing the amount of attention that they gather thanks to the leadership of Coach Prime. Not only Coach Prime made Colorado the improbable center of the sports world, but some people even say that Coach Prime has made Colorado Black America's team. I mean, you should see the sidelines of all the celebrities. If you haven't already, check out the next televised game to see who's on the sidelines. Sports figures, celebrities, singers, rappers, other coaches, former players. It's amazing the talent and the diversity of talent that he's bringing to Colorado. And that brings a lot of attention, not only to the school, but to the big vision, right, that he has. So love him or not, he's making millions of people pay attention to college football. People who never watched college football before are watching college football today. So there's a lot of lessons to be learned from him. Today, I just want to highlight the leadership side of it, because like the great leadership guru, John Maxwell, says, a leader is someone who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. And I will tell you that Coach Prime definitely knows the way. He's going the way, and he's showing all of us the way. And that's a big lesson that I took, and I hope that you take this to heart. We got to be a leader that others want to follow. And he's definitely a leader that others want to follow. The team that he has put on the field is not the team that was at University of Colorado last year. In fact, when he became coach, he had a team meeting. He says, a lot of you are not going to be here. A lot of you are not going to be here next season. And I'm going off memory here, but I think he has maybe 11 players that played in Colorado last year. Everyone else he's brought in new. Okay, because he's attracting players who want to play for Coach Prime. He is the leader that others want to follow. There's more sponsorship of the program today because they want to be part of this story. They want to, he's become the leader that other wants to follow for them as well. So here's my recommendation. Don't just watch him. Like him or not, don't just watch him. Learn from him and ask yourself, how can I make that he's doing work for me? Work for me personally, work for me in my development as a leader, work for me and how I take my organization, my business to the next level. How can I apply that I'm seeing to my leadership development? Learn it, put it in practice, and adjust. Like I like to say, plan, do, review. Plan to do something, do it, and review so you can make adjustments. And in an upcoming episode, I'm going to highlight some of the big business lessons. Today was about leadership. The next time I talk about Coach Prime, it's going to be about the business of Coach Prime, because that's something that's controlling headlines all over the world, because there's a lot of business lessons that we can all learn from Coach Prime. Until then, share with me in the comments below. What have you learned from watching Coach Prime when it comes to leadership? What have you applied based on what you've seen him do to yourself, to your organization, to your business? So add those comments below. What have you seen Coach Prime do that you are applying to your organization and or that you are going to be applying to your organization soon? All right, so add it in the comments below. I hope this was valuable to you. I'm fascinated by this story, so I wanted to come in and share a few minutes about that, about the leadership lessons from Coach Prime. Like I said, next time in a future broadcast, a future podcast, I'm going to talk about the business lessons that we can learn from Coach Prime as well. Until then, have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you soon.